Hey viewers and viewers, it's your Lord and Imperial Master General Red Strategist here, and I'm posting this little update video for August just to explain what's been going on here on the channel this last couple of weeks, because none of you could have failed to notice that this last sort of week and a bit I've not posted any videos here on the channel. This is the first one in quite a few days, and you know, whilst it's not a major issue and there's nothing kind of, you know, bad happening in my life or anything like that, I do feel that I may as well just give a little explanation so that people are kind of filled in, people are kind of in the know as to what exactly is going on here. So, if you follow me, of course, on Facebook and Twitter, no doubt you'll probably have seen these status updates that I did post on those pages, which did sort of briefly sum up what was going on, but I'll provide a more detailed explanation actually here in this video. So, basically, what's happened is I've recently started a new job. Now, prior to the end of May this year, I was working as a part-time university teaching assistant on an undergraduate politics and international relations course. Now, the formal teaching hours for that ended in May this year, at the end of May that is, so as a result my contract expired a couple of months ago. However, in mid-July I was offered a new job at a completely different academic institution, and I happily accepted the job because it was a really unique role, or it is a really unique role I should say. The location is also fairly interesting, and the kind of subject area that it's in, which is sort of security studies, strategic studies, that kind of thing, that's right up my kind of academic street. Now, I'm not going to say anything about where I'm now working, but what I will say is this. My new job, which I started just several days ago, has required me to move a fair distance across the UK. So, if you've watched any of my previous Q&A videos, you will probably be aware that previously I was living not far from the city of Lancaster, which is up in the northwest of England, County Lancashire. However, I'm now based much further south in England, in the county of Wiltshire. I'm not going to say whereabouts in Wiltshire though, just for, you know, my own privacy reasons, but needless to say that's where I'm based now. So in short, the reason why there haven't been any videos uploaded or posted over the last week and a bit is because I've just been very busy with moving, with settling into my new home, getting everything in place, getting started in my new position, etc, etc. I actually moved in on the 28th of July, but I've only just recently managed to get a proper internet router and broadband connection set up. But here I am now, and so far the internet connection that I've got seems fairly promising. At the moment, it doesn't seem quite as quick as my internet as my internet connection back at my original place in Lancashire was, but it's still fairly quick. And you know, the thing is, it is only early days, and the broadband provider I'm with have openly stated that the speed of it may actually get quicker as the days go on, just as they sort of optimise the broadband connection. So hopefully a relatively more frequent upload schedule will recommence, well, from today, hopefully from the posting of this video. You know, hopefully the internet connection will be quick enough to ensure that my videos don't take a complete ice age to upload, as has been the case sometimes in the past, particularly with the really big ones. Danganronpa, cough cough. One more thing I do want to discuss in this update is the impact that this change will have on certain elements of my content. Apologies, by the way, if I'm sort of glancing up at my screen frequently away from the camera. It's just I've got a Word document open with all my notes in it and I don't want to miss anything out, so I'm consulting that fairly frequently. Now, in terms of what this means for my content, I don't anticipate any kind of big change for my current sort of core series, so I don't anticipate any change to RTCW, So You're Being Hunted, Wrong World, Alice, Danganronpa, Doki Doki, etc. That's actually 6 main series that I've got on the go at once. I really do need to think about ways in which I can contract that down to something more manageable. But some of you might be wondering what this means in terms of the more occasional series that I do, that you do occasionally see new instalments in every sort of month or so. Namely, I'm referring here to my collaborative playthroughs that I've been doing with Phil. So games like Tomb Raider, Half-Life, Portal 2, The Long Dark, and of course custom maps for Amnesia: The Dark Descent from time to time. Now obviously updates in those series were originally fairly infrequent to begin with, because they were dependent on me and Phil actually having time to get together at my old place up north. And so of course as a result, you know, updates in those series won't be that frequent. It could be anything up to a month before another episode in those came out. But now that I've actually moved down south, it means that Phil can't realistically just turn up on my doorstep, you know, every few weeks anymore, because I'm now a 3/4 hour plus drive away from where he lives. So whilst I'd definitely be happy for Phil to actually come on down south and visit me every once in a while, what this does mean is that those collaborative playthroughs I was doing with him, the format of them is going to have to change. Now, don't worry, if you're waiting for more Tomb Raider or Half-Life, for example, then be reassured I'm not intending to ditch those series. Instead, I may have to play them on my own and simply have Phil in from time to time, as of when it's possible and practical for him to come down south. So, what this means is that the format of those series is they're not going to be purely collab series anymore, as they were originally intended to be. They're now going to be a mixture of individual episodes and, from time to time, collaborative episodes. So, in other words, Phil will no longer be in all the episodes for those series. Now, that's the kind of bad news about those. However, there is, you could say, a silver lining to all that. The good news is that since I don't have to wait for a convenient time for Phil to come and visit, I can now just record more episodes in those particular series on my own, meaning that I might actually be able to get them out a little quicker and get those series kind of moving forward a bit faster than they were previously. So there you have it, everyone, a quick update on what I've been up to this last week or so and what it all means for the channel. Ultimately, the impact on my current content shouldn't be particularly problematic. It just means that the format for what were meant to be collab playthroughs will have to change a bit if I'm to keep on with those series and keep episodes coming out not too slowly. But like I say, there's an optimistic way of looking at that, which is that I might be able to start getting the episodes out much quickly for series like Tomb Raider, Half-Life, Portal 2, etc. So, thank you for watching, and of course your patience as well. I thank you for that too. It's good to be back, and I'm certainly enjoying my new job so far from what I've experienced. If you're not doing so already, Facebook and Twitter. I've already mentioned them briefly here, but if you're interested in signing up to those, go ahead, links in the video description. It's a good way of staying up to date with my videos as of when I publish them. If you're also interested in seeing me react to, /watch, /review anime kind of content, go check out my General Red Propagandist channel, link in the video description, or you can navigate to it from the link on the right of the Strategist channel main page. I don't update Propagandist as frequently as Strategist, but hey, you might still be interested in it nevertheless. But other than that, thank you once again, and this time I'm signing off, and hopefully we'll get back to a more regular upload schedule. So, goodbye everybody.
Oh, got him. Shit, get off the edge. Oh, no, go. Get out of here, get out, no, I'm gonna die. Ah! That's that monstrosity finished off. Get over there. See ya. Oh shit, no. Oh, fuck. I did not mean to do that. Oh, please don't tell me I have to kill it again now. Shit! Got to stop it. Yeah. Oh lord, no. Holy crap, this area's horrible. Oh my god, I've been shot to fucking pieces! Ah! Oh my, what the fuck? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit! Whoa, Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Fucking hell! Bloody hell, that did like 1,000,000 damage! This better not be a... Whoa! Shit! No! Oh my fucking god! How many... What?